We had C.J. Stroud go from a rookie phenom, right, to a sophomore slump.
Yes.
Then we had Jayden Daniels go from being a rookie phenom to a sophomore slump.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with the transition from year one to year two with the young quarterbacks, or what are we missing?
Yeah, I mean, the term sophomore slump is there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we are, and this is as a collective media and NFL fans, so desperate to crown new kings that we lose ourselves in this. And also, we crown people before they're meant to be crowned. This is happening in the NBA with Wemby as the next and greatest player of all time that comes back and scores 9 points against the Phoenix Suns. Can we just let people play for a little while before we crown people? It really is the amount of overreaction that happens on a week-to-week basis is ridiculous. And this started last year with C.J. Stroud being labeled as a top 5 quarterback over the top of guys who had done it consistently some guys over a decade. A guy like a Matthew Stafford who's won a Super Bowl, who's been a Pro Bowler for a decade. It is ridiculous to watch the media just trip over themselves to crown guys. And it's not a knock on CJ, it's a knock on the media. Because this also infiltrates the locker room and gets in the players' heads too. They start feeling themselves. You haven't earned shit. You haven't earned shit. What has CJ Stroud earned in this league?
Right.
What has Jayden Daniels earned in this league? Are they winners that I don't know about? They're young guys. They're still young guys in a locker room with veterans who still have to earn their stripes. The media needs to remember that the locker room does not operate off of what you guys think is the number one guy in the NFL. You know who doesn't give a shit about that? Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner's been a Super Bowl champion, been around Russell Wilson, been around the league for 15 years. He don't care that Jayden Daniels was labeled a top 5 quarterback because Jayden Daniels ain't playing right now because he's hurt. This is a team that's going to miss the postseason now. So I think when you look at this, what has gone wrong? What is the problem? We're labeling people before they've earned their stripes. They're not earning it. We're just so desperate to find these next guys when, guys, we got superstars on superstars at the quarterback position. Guys who've been doing it for a decade, for half a year, 5, 10 years. Let these guys earn their way before you start because you put a target on their back.
Yeah.
That's what happens. And these organizations also start believing these quarterbacks are so great that they don't put the right pieces around them. And that's a big problem as well because neither one of these teams, their rosters are not good enough. That's what you're seeing play out. Period. End of story.
Yeah, I'm going to go with this, right? And you talk about the reason for the sophomore slumps from guys like
Both of
C.J.
them.
Stroud and Jayden Daniels. I think what people in the media, right, especially the NFL media, what they forgot was the power of the unknown.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what do you mean by that, Keith? The power of the unknown means this, that game planning is so huge in the NFL, right? And when you have a rookie quarterback that's different, that's unique, that's
You don't have
talented.
film on them
I
yet.
don't have film on them. I can't game plan for them, right? So I'm walking into each and every game not knowing what to prepare for. And that's why you've seen these quarterbacks catch people off guard, right?
Yeah,
Because
for
they
sure.
didn't have the time and the opportunity to prepare for them. And those defensive coordinators their entire rookie year were playing catch up. Well, guess what? 16, 17, 18, 19 games being played, they can sit down in the offseason and say, okay, how do we stop these quarterbacks, right? What is the blueprint to stop these quarterbacks? Give me the statistics. What is most difficult for them? And then now they're able to approach it in a different manner, and you start to see a little bit of a regression. Doesn't mean they can't take the next step, but like they always say, right, success is not linear, right? It's full of ups and downs, peaks and valleys, and it's unfortunate that the NFL media, they go after clicks instead of understanding, like, come on, we know that this is a process. We watch Peyton Manning take 7, 8, 9, 10 years to win one Super Bowl. We know this is not a linear thing.
No, and the owners are reacting to you, media.
Yeah.
This is part of your problem. You've got guys making knee-jerk reactions based off of the criticism or the hype or the praise that's coming off the NFL. Watch the tape, understand how football actually works, and understand that sophomore slump's a real thing. It's also the thing why backup quarterbacks can come in and have a stretch of 3-4 games where they play out of their minds because nobody's preparing for them. Nobody knows how to prepare for them. This is why Gardner Minshew could blow up for a couple of games. Nick Foles could come in and have How many times have we seen a backup quarterback come in and have Cooper Rush come in and have a few? Like, there's like 100 quarterbacks we could name over the last 15 years that they have a blip. They have 3-4 game stretch where they play really damn good because there's no tape on them. Yep. The defensive coordinators don't know how to prepare for them. When Todd Bowles gets your tape the second time around, Todd Bowles gonna whoop that ass. That's what happens. When great defensive coordinators and great defensive minds prepare for you the second time around, you better get prepared. And that's what happens. It's like the interdivisional stuff. That's why divisional games are so hard to win, because defensive coordinators know you and game plan for you so well. So that's what happens that second year around. They have enough tape of you that when they go into game plan, it's going, yeah, we know his tendencies. Yep. We know how he acts. We know where he likes to go. We know who he likes to favor in certain situations. This is all part of the chess match that is playing a football game. And I don't understand why we pretend like it's an easy sport to win. It's not. It's very complex, very difficult, and there's a lot that goes into winning football games.
Yep, as simple as this. Greatness is consistent excellence, right?
Yes.
And until these young quarterbacks show us consistent excellence, we can't put them in the top tier of great quarterbacks because we're doing everybody a disservice, from the fans to the players to the locker room to the general manager to the owner. So we have to stop doing that. And scouting and evaluation and even the progress of greatness, right? It's not a one-game thing. This takes years.
Yes.
And I think that's what people forget overall.
Well, and a 1-year stretch isn't enough.
Yeah, it's not.
You don't get remembered for having one great year.
No.
You don't. You get remembered. That's what we call a one-hit wonder in music. That's the same thing in football. Mm-hmm. You got to come back and win on a consistent basis. So please, media, I'm begging you, please stop telling Jalen Hurts, who's played in 2 Super Bowls and won an MVP and won a Super Bowl, that he's not a top 5 quarterback, and keep putting guys like CJ Stroud and Jayden Daniels who haven't earned it above them, because it's fucking ridiculous.